3D, 4D, 5D. What are these really? And how do you experience this on your twin flame journey? The key word is experience. 3D, 4D, 5D, they're simply a state of being. How do you feel? How do you perceive life? It's not an actual dimension. It's not a place where you go. It's simply the way that you live your life and the way that you feel within yourself authentically. Your twin flame journey is a movement from 3D to 5D, and in the middle there is the 4D. There is no way around it. Like so the 5D, it's what is perceived as the heaven on earth. It's like where your life is so perfect that you're like, this is like everything that I've always wanted, desired, that is it, and you're actually living it without cheating on yourself, without lying, without saying, oh, I'm at peace, just because you're numbed out from your feelings. It is the real deep inner peace that you have, for which like there is nothing to trouble your mind. So how does this journey look like? How does it get to go from the 3D, the normal life, to the 5D, which is heaven on earth? How do you experience that? So this, first of all, let's start from the 3D. This is the 3D, okay? Earth, physical earth. And as you can see, there's a gray background. So the 3D, it's the life that you were living before anything happened, before you met your twin flame or your false twin flame, like in my case and in many people's case. And it's the life that you live when you believe that everything that there is in your physical reality is all that there is. I think we all know what that is. So what happens? You have the awakening, right? Spiritual awakening, twin flame awakening, doesn't matter. And that awakening is here. Is this, what the, okay. It's this line here, right? You see? This is the bridge. It's the spiritual awakening. Here, because here there is the 4D. Oops. The 4D. Okay? So this cloud thing is the 4D. Why is it representing clouds? I will go there into a moment. Between the 3D, which is the normal life, where like everything is normal, like I don't question anything, like I just do what people tell me, right? And then here's the spiritual awakening. An event that triggers an awakening within you that shows you, oh my God, what I thought was real, it's not. What I thought life was, is not. What I thought love is not. What I thought blah, blah, blah. It's different for many people, but it is a piercing into a new state of consciousness, a state of being, a new understanding about life, right? The awakening. And it happens exactly in this part. And this is the first time in which you have to choose in your journey, right? In your ascension, in your twin flame journey. This is the first moment in which you're given a choice. You are piercing into the clouds, into the reality by saying, oh, look what's below me, because you're looking up. It's not real. There is more. You're piercing up there. And that's when you have the first choice that the universe puts you. Do you want to proceed? Or do you want to stay where you are? And this is where lots of people, the majority of people, I would say, choose to stay where they are. So what will they do? They will deny, they will negate, fight towards the new knowledge, the new information that has pierced into their consciousness. They will deny that. For example, let's say that in COVID time, right? My spiritual awakening happened with COVID. That was the time in which many people had to choose. Do I want to see the truth? Do I want to see the government's agendas? Do I want to see what's really happening? Do I want to see that the reality in which I believe I'm living in, it's not real, that this is a matrix, a fake system? Do I want to go into the unknown, into the rabbit hole, right? This is the rabbit hole. It's the first entrance to the rabbit hole, okay? And so those that are not ready for the rabbit hole, those that feel so scared, those that feel so bad about that, they will choose to stay where they are. They will choose to stay in the 3D, where they were. So they will be so scared to move through the next level, which is the 4D. They will choose to stay where they are. So maybe they will say, it happened for UFOs encounters. Like for me, that was also part of my awakening. They will say, oh, no, UFOs are not real. That was something else. They will try to negate what happened. Or, no, you're a conspiracy theorist. It's not real what you're saying, right? Right, I've been called that for years. Anyway, it's not real. So you will have the majority of people backing off at this bridge point, this crucial point, right? Where many people awaken and they saw the truth into that. Many people would choose to stay back. And that's completely okay. It's a free choice. Again, the universe gives you the choice. And you can take whatever you want at any moment, whenever you want. So all those people that choose to stay in the 3D, you will at this point separate from them, not because it's a whatever, but because you've chosen something different from them. You have chosen to proceed. You've chosen the truth, and truth is love. This is a clear choice between fear and love, right? So you're choosing love, and this is when the majority of people remain behind. It's because they perceive that going ahead, they will lose a lot. But it's an illusion, because we know that staying where you are simply staying in your comfort. I believe that if they knew what they're actually losing by choosing to stay where they are, there would never be any choice, because you are basically giving up your whole life by staying where you are. But that's for another video. And now we end up in the 4D. So we are here in the clouds. I said, okay, I know the truth. There is something very wrong with this reality, with, the role where, like, I'm not satisfied with my life. Like, I don't believe in the bullshit anymore. There is more. You enter the next state of your consciousness where you are mainly in your mind. Why do I say that? Because you are facing all of your fears, all of your doubts about like all of your fears manifest in any possible way. And this is why a lot of people are very scared about the 4D in your twin flame journey. It's basically when all the upsets with your twin flame start, and so you either go into separation or something happens. Basically you're not coming into union, and what happens is that you believe the triggers, you believe the upsets, you believe the fears. The core point of the 4D is that you are still believing that fear is real. You're still acting out of fear. You're still taking choices out of fear. It's kind of like, you know the direction where you want to go. You want to end up here. This is the 5D, right? So I didn't write it, but you got it. This is the 5D. This is the 5D. This is heaven on earth. You know that you want to go there because your twin flame triggered that heavenly feeling of what true divine love is. And you know now that real love exists, what you saw that love was. Suddenly, all of your relationships, you're like, really? Like, is that love? So you know what the 5D feels like, that what you want, right? So you want to go there, but when you're still in the 4D, you're in the state in which you still believe that fears and triggers are real. What does it mean? You still believe that separation from your twin flame is real, and therefore you take every one of their triggers as real. Like, they really pull you down. You are in that phase and you really feel like you are separate, like they don't want to be with you, maybe they're with somebody else, doesn't matter. And this is where you go down the rabbit hole. This is the hardest phase, which is why it's represented as a cloud, because it's a necessary path where you need to go before you go to the 5D. It's when you can still choose to proceed or not. So what happens in here? Who are those that manage to go to the 5D and to overcome these clouds, and who are those that stay in the 4D for who knows how long? And by the way, how long it takes, it's completely personal to the journey, to what the person needs to experience, so it doesn't matter. So when you are in the 4D, here there is another choice that the universe gives you. You can go back or proceed. You have the choice of choosing separation or choosing union with your twin flame. And those that obviously choose union will proceed to the 5D, and I will say in a moment how and how that looks like. And those that choose separation will stay in the 4D, or even some of them will choose to go back to the 3D. Basically denying that they have a twin flame, denying that they have feelings for this person, and choosing to stay in the life where they were before. Again, totally free choice, totally up to the person. We cannot judge what people take. It doesn't matter. What matters is why it's important for you to understand what does it take for you to go to the next level. When you're in the 4D, you are moving through all the triggers that your twin flame shows you. You're in separation, maybe with another person. And here it's when those feelings are so strong, that pain is so big, that you basically choose not to move through them because it's too much. The fear of being without them, the pain of seeing them with somebody else is too big for you to continue, right? If basically you put resistance towards these emotions, these feelings, this pain, you are basically staying where you are or even going back, right? So you could go into even a denial state to say, no, they're not my twin flame, I don't want to be with them, I cut them off. Okay, that is choosing separation, that is choosing fear, right? Because you believe that's the truth. But this is only a temporary state in which these things need to come out, because they don't exist in the 5D. They don't exist in the true core of what love is. So when they manifest, when they come out, if you choose love, what does it mean to choose love? Choosing love means that every time that you have a feeling, you simply look at it, you feel through it, and you heal it with the mirror exercise. And as always, I am linking the mirror exercise guide below in the link in the description, because that's the only spiritual tool that you need to heal separation with your twin flame. That is the work, the thing that it is required for you to go from 4D to 5D. You simply have to heal those feelings, those triggers, those upsets within yourself with the mirror exercise, which I link below. You can download it for free. That is what brings you from the 4D to 5D. When you choose consciously to heal your triggers, your upset, your pain. Because if you don't do it, you'll still in the 4D or even go back to the 3D, according to how much you want to deny the experience that you had. How do you go from the 4D to the 5D? It is required for you to make a choice to move forward. You say, I want to be with my true twin flame, I want to be in the 5D because I cannot stay here anymore. This is not acceptable for me. I cannot live this anymore. There is only one way up, which is to the 5D. Okay? The moment you make the choice, the only thing that is required for you is simply to heal everything that has come. You need to move through every feelings, every trigger, every upset within yourself with the mirror exercise, one by one. The moment you start doing that, the moment you stop reacting to the trigger and to maybe to say, oh, I hate them, they're so annoying, blah, blah, and you blame your twin flame, you cut them off, you block them, whatever, no? Instead of doing that, which doesn't bring to anything, it's simply a step back, you take one by one and you heal your feelings one by one. That is the only way for you to move to the 4D to the 5D. The moment you take that choice, the moment you start to heal that, you will see instant shift in the way that you feel, because that pain that you were feeling is not there anymore. Once you heal it, it's gone. You truly are healing yourself. That pain, it will not be there anymore. So the moment you start to heal yourself one upset at a time, the moment you really are committed to yourself, to your twin flame, that's when you go very fast, very quickly from the 4D to the 5D. And you will not be in that chaotic state anymore. You will not be dragged down every time. You will not be like feeling good one day and the next day on the floor crying. Like that will not happen anymore. It will be a constant growing. It will be a constant growing. You will feel better and better every day. And when the upset will manifest, you will know perfectly what to do. You will heal it immediately. So in this choice, this is when my 4D state finished, when I took a core choice, the one that I said, like, I'm done being in ups and downs. I'm done, like, don't know what to do when the triggers come. I don't know how to handle it. I was lost in my journey. When I took the core choice to heal myself, I took the core choice to invest in myself, and that's when I invested into Twin Flame Ascension School with Twin Flame Universe. You will find the link below of Twin Flame Universe. That's the only right information about Twin Flames. There is nothing to say about that, like, And with a coach. I started to work with a coach every single week. That has brought me out of hell, out of 4D so quickly. Without that, I would probably still be in 4D right now, like looping. I wouldn't be here. I'm sure about that. Because working with somebody, it keeps you the vibration of 5D that you want to reach stable. Basically, every time you have a choice, you don't know how to react, they will always guide you towards the right choice. Because here's the thing. This path is about choosing love every single time. Every single time that the universe brings you a test, a challenge, an upset. Every single time, if you choose love, you move very quickly. Every time you choose fear, you stay where you are. So this is the up is love. The down is choosing fear. If you don't know what to choose, which is the state of 4D, you don't know how to act, you stay there. The moment that you have somebody that is already in that vibration and brings you up, you will be guided towards the right love choice. And therefore, you will choose love every single time that a test comes up, that a challenge comes up, that an upset comes. And you will heal yourself very quickly with the support of somebody that is there, that can drag you up with them. Without a coach, I swear I wouldn't be here. I can tell you, I was in the 4D for 8 months. Yes, since the separation with my false twin flame, and in looping in my mental loops until was it 8 months? Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Until I took the core choice and invested in 2 months. Everything changed. In 2 months, I started to feel peace, and I started to feel so good, and I knew how to heal myself. Like all the things that I was avoiding back then in those 8 months, I didn't know how to act, like I could heal them so fast and so quickly. It was a simple exercise with the mirror exercise that now I knew how to do. Without the support of a coach, I don't think how I could have done it, honestly. And this is a choice. So the moment that you choose to heal yourself, you will be here very soon and very easily, and you will be able to enjoy yourself, your life as a 5D life. In the 5D, what it is required is basically to take your whole life, every single aspect of your life, to fix it. It means your health, your house situation, your finances, your life purpose, the people you hang out with, your inner role, which is healed with the mirror exercise, all of it. So going from the 4D to the 5D is a process of alchemizing your whole life. It's not just healing separation with your twin flame, it's healing your own life, every aspect of that. It requires for you to be super honest with everything and to heal it at the core. The job that I'm doing, does that satisfy me? Does it make me happy? The relationships where I am, right? I mean, I was in a 6-year relationship with a person when I met my false twin flame. I left that person 1 week after. And 6 months after, I dropped my corporate job. What is required to be in the 5D? It is to take your life one thing at a time and heal it. Bring love to that space. I was in a corporate job that made me miserable. I left it and I started to work on my purpose. In the meantime, I healed myself. I did everything in the span of 1 year, right? So my 4D stage was 1 year in which I took every single part of my life and I fixed it. It means fixing your relationships with your family, with your friends, everything. It's an alchemizing of your whole life. And then, of course, with your love life, having a twin flame instead of a random person, a person that was not right for you before. You don't need to have a perfect life to be with your twin flame, and that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you are fully in 5D when every single aspect of your life deeply fulfills you, when you truly are happy, when you're not kind of saying, yeah, I'm happy about this, but actually you're not, right? It's when you're truly in alignment with what you truly love and what you want to. That's when you're living a 5D life. You're not on the stars, you're not on Mars, you're not on a different planet, you're on Earth. You simply have a life that makes you perfectly happy in every area. You're happy with your health, you're happy with who you are, you have accepted yourself, you love yourself, and you are with the right person, not with a random person that is there just to keep company, right? And you have a life purpose, like your wealth comes from a purpose that lightens you up, that makes you passionate, that gives you joy, that you can't wait to do every single morning when you wake up. That is the 5D. I hope that this clarifies better what the 5D, 3D, 4D, and 5D are. Again, it's simply a state of being. It's simply the life that you live. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer more questions. If you need support with your twin flame journey or with your life purpose, you find all of my links in the description below. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.